Listening to the voice of her daughter on the other end of the phone, Karen immediately realized something was wrong. She rushed out of the car and frantically asked passersby for help, but no one paid any attention to her. Karen could only painfully listen to her daughter's cries for help on the phone. After the last scream, her daughter's voice completely disappeared from the line. Karen picked up the phone, listening carefully, but all she could hear was a man's heavy breathing. Karen wanted to know who he was, but he hung up before she could ask. She immediately realized the seriousness of the situation and rushed to the side of the road, hailing a taxi to get home. But by the time Karen arrived, it was too late. The police had already cordoned off the scene. She tried to rush in, but was stopped by the officers.
Go in there, please. Sorry, ma'am.
The police told Karen that her daughter's body was inside the house. The scene was too bloody. Fearing she wouldn't be able to handle it, they took her to the station instead. But at the station, Karen couldn't stop thinking of her daughter's cries for help, and she broke down again. The police had no choice but to let her go home. Back home, Karen couldn't sleep all night, her heart filled with longing for her daughter. She hadn't even washed her daughter's pillow because it still carried her daughter's scent. From that moment on, Karen became neurotic. Every time she saw a man on the street, she would wonder if he was the one who killed her daughter. The police took this seriously and arrested the killer based on some clues. But during the trial, the killer hired a very skilled lawyer. The lawyer quickly found loopholes and raised objections.
This is an unfair one-sided attack against my client, Your Honor, and a breach of the promise made by the prosecution to release that evidence to us.
Your Honor, that evidence conclusively identifies that man as the killer.
The law requires that the defense shall have the opportunity to conduct their own DNA testing.
Your Honor, the defense requests that the charges be dismissed.
Motion granted. Case dismissed.
As a result, the killer walked free. Karen's husband, enraged that the man who killed their daughter was free, charged at him but was stopped by security for disturbing the peace. Karen couldn't accept this outcome, so she decided to take matters into her own hands and seek justice for her daughter. The next day, Karen found the killer's workplace. She waited outside the supermarket, secretly observing his every move, looking for an opportunity for revenge. Sure enough, Karen found her chance. At noon, the killer delivered goods to a beautiful girl's house. After the delivery, he actually stood outside the house, staring at the girl while urinating. Karen realized he was a complete pervert, so she quickly went to warn the girl. She didn't want to see another person be brutally killed the way her daughter had been. But the girl didn't care at all, and wouldn't even let Karen inside. So Karen continued to follow the killer. A few days later, the killer returned to the girl's house with more deliveries. This time, the girl let him inside. But as soon as the killer entered, he immediately locked the door. He grabbed the girl by the neck and knocked her unconscious. Just like that, the girl was dead too. Since Karen had been following him at the time, she went to the police hoping they would arrest him this time. But the chief told her,
"We're holding him for 48 hours. Then I'm gonna have to let him go."
Why?
I've got zero. That's why. I don't have the case.
He killed 2 people. You know that, and I know that.
But I can't prove it.
What do you mean you can't
prove it? And I can't
it?
hold him. He'll sue the city and end up with his own goddamn talk show.
What are you saying to me?
Like it or not, he's got rights.
What about my daughter's rights? What about that other woman's rights? They've got no rights.
You're yelling at the wrong man, Mrs. McCann.
I told you this was gonna happen. I warned you. I was a witness. I saw him.
You saw him 3 weeks ago. It's circumstantial.
Fingerprints.
Oh, we've got tons of fingerprints. All over the house. We've got his hair. We've got carpet fibers. But he delivered their groceries. His prints belong in the house. Everything I have on him is worthless.
Finally, Karen understood that relying on the police was useless, so she went to the killer's apartment. Karen deliberately made a mess of the room and left her hat behind. When the killer returned and saw it, he immediately recognized it as Karen's. That night, the killer came to Karen's house. Karen pretended to be taking a shower, waiting for him. The killer broke the glass and followed the sound of the running water up to the second floor. But when he pulled back the shower curtain, the bathroom was empty. The killer immediately realized he had been set up, but when he turned around, Karen was standing there, gun pointed at him.